So how did you put the syllabus together for this transition?
I have only one word for that.
Magic.
Upar
ऊपर वाला नहीं यार, ऊपर वाला दिमाग देता है, मेहनत देता है. But I'm sure there is some kind of planning you must have done. So some point of worrying doesn't happen like that. You and I know that.
No, obviously.
There must have been trials, failures. There must have been moments of frustration.
Yeah. No. That is part of the journey. You will.
No, but I'm just saying that in some cases, that could have been a turning point where, you would have realized something and modified things. I'm trying to look at that kind of stuff.
Absolutely. Right? Absolutely.
So what are your learnings from this entire process? That's what I want.
So we, I will tell you just quickly on three things. One, only on the number of days, if you realize. We started off in 2003 with 90-day program. Okay. Then we made it 70 days somewhere in 2008 or so. Okay, 2008-9 somewhere. Then we made it 50 days in 2014 or 15, right? We made it 35 days into 2021 or 2020 or 2021 in 35 days, right? So that is one transition which has happened throughout, right?
So with learning, you have improved constantly. That's the point.
Precisely. So that is one. So that's why I said continuous learning, quality is aspect. When we thought of Unnati, let me tell you, it was not very difficult to put the puzzle together, but the inputs into it took some time. But
obviously,
very, very simple was, you need people to have English, right? Business language. We were, as our background and our own, the whole thing from business side, if you look at it, my own business, if you know that I am into logistics, I deal with Hamalis, I deal with truck drivers. This is my main group of people. So I have realized that life skills, values is extremely important, right? Computers was a necessity those days. It was coming up. It was not known to many, but it is important for the next gen. So computers. So these four things were very clear that this will be a core requirement. On top of it sat the sector, what you said, retail, BFSI, that's beautician, all that security, all that sat on the foundation of this.
Correct.
That is how it was envisaged and designed. Why is it God's grace was? Because when we announced this, the only way how we communicate with a lot of our people is through our programs, Utsav, music programs, which we used to have during Goklashtami, monthly music concerts, or Tyagaraja Aradhana, all those things. We suddenly we'll say, anybody knowing English well, somebody will walk in. I have been doing this for 30 years. I would love to help you.
Okay.
And they will come and they will help and create a structure. Somebody will say, I'm talking of life skills. Anand Ashram was talking of values, and we took out the values from Bhagavad Gita and put it into it in a different manner, not as a religious thing, but as values, human values. Honesty, sharing, caring, patriotism, respect, mutual respect, responsibility, teamwork. All this comes through those kind of, Bhagavad Gita and value system. So everybody started contributing and making this really, really tight. So it was very easy to put these together and say, this is the curriculum. And then we continuously kept improving. Even till yesterday, probably, we have improved a lot of things. We have changed the videos, what we have. It happens every day kind of thing. You're continuously in.
So, this is something very fascinating. with the way you said, the conviction with you said, that's the reason why I'm asking this question. Saying when you say continuous improvement, it's like walking. Okay. Now, when I take a step from one point to another, I have to give up the earlier place. No, then only I can move forward.
Correct.
Right. Otherwise, I will behave like walking, but I'm not moving.
Yes.
So when you move, how do you decide what to give up and what to acquire? Who takes that decision?
So that decision has to be at the top level where.
Right. Right. How does that get taken? Do you have a body of people who work with you?
Yes. So,
right. What kind of composition is this group?
Yes. So when you look at Unnati as an organization, right? It has a group of 7 to 8 people, including the trust and there's around 7, 8, 10 people who form the board kind of thing, right? Who have been in touch continuously.
What is the profile of these people?
You know a few. You knew Sita Raman, you knew Nateshan, a few of them. But just now you saw on the screen Narayan. But his father, you knew him, Anant Raman. So these are the kind of and then today a lot of things have changed. There is other people like Ramani, there is Sushila, Randir, Natesh, and you have Swaminathan. You have, all these are ordinary people who are working, who have retired. For them, it is give back time. All this kind of group, which probably started off with Saturday bhajan and connected with either it could have been connection through bhajan, it could have been through music, Carnatic music, it could have been through Unnati directly because they found Unnati is a great program. So these are like-minded people, totally differently.
How much time do they spend in a month or a quarter with you to help you shape all these programs, make changes, and so on?
I want to complete one more thing before that.
Okay,
right?
okay,
so,
got it.
This is the board kind of a thing. Then there is another second level where you have fantastic volunteers who are heading the verticals. Like you have a lady who's Alpa, she's a vertical of HR. You have Girija who looks after pedagogy.
Okay.
You have Rani who's looking after you next. So there is a second level of people who are extremely dedicated, who are heading those kind of things.
So they'll drill deep.
They drill deep.
Okay.
So what happens?
So you go wide and then you drill deep.
Absolutely. So that is one. The organization has every month we meet and all that. Those are things. But there are around, let's say 4 or 5 people, who are into it on a daily basis. And you saw Narayan, you have not seen Ramani, but Ramani, myself, Narayan, we probably spend easily around 7-8 hours a day minimum, into this.
Volunteers.
All are volunteers.
Volunteers.
The entire top management, many of the second level management are volunteers.
Amazing.
That is why our admin expense is as low as less than 5%. Not any organization has got.
Yeah. And for a, I mean, I don't know whether you call yourself an NGO or not.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah. So for an NGO to keep admin expenses down is the most critical thing to make it succeed. Otherwise, it will be.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So the time involvement of a few of us is unbelievable.